Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a reading for all of our earth signs. My name is Jess. This is Key Tarot. So nice to have you all here. Thank you for letting me read your cards for you. I'm going to start with Capricorn, then Virgo, then Taurus. I will put the timestamps in the description box down below. Let's say a quick blessing and we will get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Okay, Capricorn. I'm going to start with this Super Lunaris Tarot. That's what it's called. Oh, okay. Just making sure none of them flipped midway through. Okay, looks good. Alrighty. So, oh, this is great news, Capricorn. Happy birthday to you, by the way, if it's been your birthday or it is your birthday or it's just about to be. It feels like we have an ending of some stress. We have an ending of arguing. Oh, so good. Such good vibes. Capricorn, this is going to be a good year for you. I do think so, yeah. Especially just at this very beginning of this year. It feels like you've, okay. A lot of you have let go of some relationships that weren't working for you in the last year. A lot of you have transitioned from businesses that were not really working for you anymore. And a lot of you were feeling really stagnant and stuck in the life that you were living before. And it feels like there was maybe some anxiety, maybe some worry, maybe some depression. And just kind of this overall feeling of not really sure how to get yourself from one point to another. And it feels like that's changed. And it feels like that shift really started maybe right before our American holiday season, like right between Thanksgiving and Christmas here in our country over here. So like December time, it feels like is when this started to shift for you. Now I'll tell you, there's like a whole new fresh breath of air that's coming in here for you. And it has everything to do with some changes that you've made and the endings that wow, man, you're not kidding. There's a real sense of freedom here and there is love coming for you this year, Capricorn. Yes, there is. And it's like the perfect match for you because I have this King of Wands with this Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of fiery passion between the two of you, but the person that you're attracting is, stable and grounded, but someone who's fun to be around. It feels like the person that's coming towards you. And I feel like this is somebody who's going to be coming towards you probably, I don't know why I'm feeling March energy, which is just around the, oh, well, I've got this star card, which is Aquarius energy. So that's like, I guess that's February, end of January, February time. But I'm feeling March is when this person may be coming towards you. There's, again, a real sense of freedom that you have here for the first time in a long time. Now, I'll tell you, whoever this reading belongs to, and it's going to be quite a few of you, and these are general, so not every single bit of this story will resonate completely, but for a lot of you it might. I have that 10 of Swords, which can indicate either a betrayal or a divorce or a final ending. It's the minor arcana of the Death card, right? And I have this 8 of Cups that comes out with it, which is you making a decision to leave it behind, to let it go, to say it's okay, my life is going to be better without that situation. And it may have taken you some time to kind of transition your heart, your mind, your world into believing that, but it feels like there's been a shift here. This new part, this new year turn of the calendar feels very refreshed. Let me get another deck here and start clarifying this because what do I want to use? I want to use this vice versa tarot for you guys because I want to know a little bit more about this person that's coming into your life. And I also feel like there's, yeah, I also feel like, yeah, cool. Wow. I also feel like there's a change to your financial situation. It feels like wherever you were before, Capricorn, you weren't getting the best treatment. It really does. And you may have let yourself kind of, there was a part of you that accepted it for as long as you did, and now you don't have to anymore. It feels like the person you were involved with before, and this isn't for all of you, this is for like a small handful of you. The person that you were dealing with before may have been like verbally abusive, or thought that they were superior to you in some way, and they could have been always kind of pulling you down. I'm so glad you're done with that. I'm so glad you've moved on from that and that you've pulled yourself out of that. If any of you still have this energy lingering in your life, and you're not sure whether you should stay or you should go, this person's not very nice over here. And it feels like you're seeing things from a bigger perspective now, where it's like you can see beyond their behavior. A lot of times when we're in the middle of difficult relationships or even abusive relationships, you kind of can't see the forest for the trees, right? It's very hard to extract yourself from that, because it's like being at the bottom of a well, you know? And it feels like now you can see out here. This person may have not told you the truth. They may have betrayed you. They may have lied to you. They may have cheated on you as well. They may have told you you were crazy for thinking that. Yeah. Enough about that. Let's come back over here. I do have this Temperance that goes with this Wheel of Fortune. Again, Sagittarius energy. That feels like the shift. That's what's created this shift in your life. It's very positive. I love it. There's a whole brand new beginning where you might be traveling more. You might be going to visit friends that you haven't seen in a long time. It's like seeing new things from new lenses. I see somebody who is having a good time up on top of a mountaintop, surrounded by friends that they haven't seen in a while. Even new friends as well. And it feels like this comes, like there can be some travel for you guys that happens like towards the end of January, beginning of February as well. Now, a lot of you are very gifted and talented, and we all have our unique gifts and talents for sure. But I feel like Capricorn, this is going to be a year where you spend extra time focusing on the things that you love to do, the things that you are blessed with. This star card, you know, I always call it Pandora's box, right? It's everything that belongs to you on your life path, the good, the bad, the hard, the ugly, all the stuff. And it's what makes you who you are. Your parents, your occupations, the places you're going to live, and those unique gifts and talents that belong to you. It feels like this is going to be a year where you really invest in yourself and you invest in those abilities that you have been given. And let's be real, if you have some amazing gifts and talents, why not share those with the world? That's why you have them in the first place, right? I think this is going to be a year that you do that. Thank you. Yeah, you've got this Queen of Wands energy out here, which is, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. And it goes right here with this King of Wands. I do feel like there's, yeah, and there's the Six of Cups. There's soulmate energy there. You are being directly funneled towards some kind of soulmate relationship here. And you may have known this person when you were younger, or this may be someone who's completely new to you. If you knew this person when you were younger, it was when you were quite a lot younger. This wouldn't be like somebody from 2 years ago or 3 years ago. This would be somebody from like 10, 12, 20 years ago. Or this can be someone brand new that you meet online. I saw that over here. Oh, you cutie pies. There's going to be a lot of attraction between the two of you. You may start communicating initially online, whether this is someone from the past or whether this is somebody that is brand new to you. This is a new love relationship that's being offered to you here, and it is real, real good, Capricorn. Okay, so for those of you who are still kind of lingering over here in this negative relationship or situation, this can't happen for you until you fully let go of this, because I have the Eight of Cups again here, which is this need to walk away from stuff stuff and people that's not so great anymore. And again, with that Five of Wands again, this is someone, well, the reason that you're so back and forth and on the fence about letting go of this person, Capricorn, is I mean, it feels like you're really going to be taking a loss here. And that is no fair. It's no fair. It's no fun. It's not great. It's not a great situation. But I feel like I'm reading for someone who's like, but how many more days do I want to live like this? How many more days can I wake up and look in the mirror and feel like this? It's time for you to kind of take charge of your own destiny here, because that Five of Wands is like that back and forth, and I'm not sure. And I feel like if you're still stuck in this over here, Capricorn, you're like making lists on your yellow legal pads, the yeses, the nos, the pros, the cons, the stays to goes kind of lists. You may be worried about your reputation. You may be worried about what friends, family, co-workers, community is going to say about you when you leave this situation. It does not matter. The people who love you are going to love you no matter what, and they're going to love you forever. All right? Okay. Now, I have this Lovers card out here with this Ten of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles, and I have a bunch of court cards out here. So, but the ones that I'm seeing the heaviest, I've got fire sign energy and water sign energy, and also earth sign energy, which is you, Capricorn, in case that matters at all to you. But this person that's coming towards you is a very significant love relationship. You may end up having children with this person, or creating a family, or even a blended family with this person. Let me just tell you, from looking at these cards, and looking at these cards about this other person, you're going to recognize this person because there's going to be an instant attraction between the two of you. You're both very physically attractive people, both very active people, and people who want the same things in your lives. These are people who appreciate their lives, and they appreciate the relationships that they have in their lives. You're going to appreciate one another. And for those of you that this is a person that's coming back from your way, way, way back distant past, it's like this person knows you so well that you don't have to explain anything to them ever. That's so sweet. For those of you that this is a new love relationship coming towards you, because there's definitely love. Look at you cuties. I've got the Empress out there. This might be divine counterpart energy or twin flame energy, but this is, if you're a masculine attracting this energy into your life, this person that you're attracting is kind of the full package, and they're going to view you the same way. Like attracts like. You guys are magnetized towards one another. This may be a year for union for Capricorns. I don't know. It just kind of depends on where you're at. But there is an emphasis on travel. There's an emphasis on doing things you haven't done in a while. And there's also an emphasis on ending things. This is for the first... This feels like this reading plays out for the first 3 months. Dang. Somebody here is very worried about whoever this Queen of Swords in the reverse is and what they're going to say about this change. So some of you are still very connected to a partner who you've been struggling in a relationship with. Those of you who are single, it feels like you have love coming towards you, and it feels like March is when that rolls around for you, February, March. Those of you who are connected to this kind of negative situation over here, I feel like you guys are the ones who have energy from your way back past coming towards you. And those of you who have already left that situation behind, that's the collective that has this new energy coming towards them, this person that you haven't met before. And again, you may meet this person online, or most of your interactions initially will be over digital communication. You dig? All right, Capricorn, thank you very much for letting me read your cards for you. Again, happy birthday to you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys soon. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you all so much for letting me read for you. Have a good day. Next we have Virgo. Where am I keeping these? Perfect. Virgo, I'm going to start with this borderless tarot for you guys. guys. You guys are hopping today, Virgo. Lucky I wasn't smacked in the face with you guys. Okay. Wow. Oh, Virgo. Okay. So this is kind of similar to some of the aspects that Capricorn is experiencing right now, or the collective I was just reading for Capricorn is experiencing. So this isn't going to apply to every Virgo out there, but right off the bat, I'm feeling like I'm reading for someone here who feels very committed to something that they want out of. It's like you're in a bad partnership, a bad relationship, even a bad roommate dynamic here, because it feels like you want to go somewhere different, but you're not sure how to get yourself there. And it feels like you haven't told anybody about the way that you're feeling. It's like you're just shoving it all under, shoving it all down, squishing it all down, hoping that things get better, either because you share children with this person and a home with this person, or because you're very, like, you've always been friends with this person, one or the other. That Two of Cups in the reverse is, it's kind of like the roommate situation that's gone bad, gone sour, you know. There's this need to physically relocate right here with this Six of Swords, a need to either put all the bags and the boxes in the back of the U-Haul and head on over to another location, or to get out and travel, or maybe go home and visit family for a while, take some time away. It's gotten to the point where you can't take it anymore. I am seeing like this whole storyline of someone who's like, I can't deal with how they leave their dishes around the house, or they never clean up the laundry, or they never do this, or they never do that. And it's kind of time for you to be honest and tell the truth about this. I think you've thought about it as long as you possibly can. I mean, this could be in a love relationship too. And if that's the case, the reason that you would be staying would be for the children. All right, let's get another deck out here to clarify. Yeah, let's use that Chicoli deck. I mean, it could be as simple as just like looking for a new apartment, Virgo. But if this is like a family dynamic or a love relationship, I understand that that's difficult. I have the Moon that comes out on its side with the Page of Cups on its side here. The Moon can be about mental health issues. It can be about things that we suppress, things that we keep in the dark, things that we hide from other people. And it feels like you've been really suppressing these feelings from this other person, probably so you don't have to rock the boat or cause any extra conflict. But I think that at this point, you've kind of made up your decision, because something happens here, Virgo. And it really feels like it happens this week. It feels like it happens like maybe Thursday of this week, where everything is just like too much. Like, I can't take it anymore. I cannot live this way anymore. All right. You've been kind of waiting to see if this was going to get better, waiting to see if this was going to improve. It's not going to improve. I have this Three of Swords, which can be an ending or a breakup. You may have just been prolonging this by not wanting to take action, and that's fine. Some of you are married to this person and you understand you're going to have to go through a divorce or a legal settlement to get yourselves out of this. And I understand. I would not wish divorce on a single person, especially not with children in the home. It's like hell on earth. So I have a ton of sympathy for someone who isn't sure how to navigate that. Something is like, this is like the straw that broke the camel's back, though. Something happens this week. So I'm just telling you, with this King of Swords energy, feels like you just telling the truth, like the honest truth of like, look, yo, we cannot keep on with this. And with this Fool card over here, that's somebody who's ready for a brand new beginning. It feels like this weekend you may be spending some time either putting out resumes in new locations, or looking for new places to live online, or reaching out to friends and loved ones and saying, hey, listen, this is the situation. Is there anybody who has any guidance to offer here? You're very smart, whoever you are, Virgo, very clear-sighted. And I think that you've waited as long as you've waited to make this change and this choice until you saw all of the evidence you needed to see. Yeah. You may be also, fair enough, you may also be dealing with someone who has some mental health challenges. And you may be someone, Virgo, who's like, well, I want to stay if I can help or if this situation is going to get better. But I feel like if you just look at this illustration here, it's like whack-a-mole, only bunny style, right? Bunny style whack-a-mole. Yeah, and so I feel like you can't keep up with it, with their mood swings, with cleaning up after them, or if this is a family dynamic, you may be someone who's like, I can't work and do the dishes and do the laundry and take care of the kids and do all the grocery shopping and do all of the cleaning and do all of the cooking and take care of the pets and take care of the yard, and like the list just kind of goes on, all the after school commitments, all that. This is somebody who says it's simply too much and I need to go. And there is this moment where you make that decision to physically leave this environment behind. Now, the reason that you feel like you can is because of the lack of stability. Finally, whatever happens here, feels like it's on a Thursday, whatever happens there is very exposing to the level of instability here. And that's when you can say, that's it. I don't need to see anymore. I don't need to say anymore. It's time for me to roll out. And I really do feel like that's where you're headed, and you're headed to something that's quite new. Also, this person, whoever you're dealing with over here, Virgo, I feel like either you or they do not tell the truth about their feelings or your feelings. That Seven of Swords right on top of that moon. I mean, that's pretty much all you need to see. This person may hide things about their finances from you. They may have online relationships that they don't talk to you about, and you've been waiting for the moment to make this decision for yourself. And once you're gone, you're gone. And it feels like there's like kind of a breath of fresh air and freedom that happens here from this separation. And it feels like you take time away from this person, all these cards, yes. You take time away from this person or this group of people, whatever this is, and you don't communicate with them for a while. And that sense of freedom that you get from not having that energy hanging around you is very clearing to your head. Yeah. Yeah. And that Knight of Wands energy is someone who feels like really driven to make this change, and a real sense of freedom from having made it. That Four of Swords is a separation. That Ten of Swords, once again, is can be a divorce. It can be having to file legal paperwork, something like that, or an end of a contract in some way. All right, that was your reading for this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you soon. Thank you for letting me read your cards for you guys. Next up, we have Taurus. Taurus, I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot for you guys. Let me put this back. Welcome to you all. Oh. Okay. Just like two more. One more. Good enough. All right. Put that up there. Okay. Taurus. Instantly. First three cards out. Whoever you are, first of all, you're very good looking. I can tell. And you're very smart, but you may feel like you have to do everything on your own all the time. And you may feel that way because you do have to do everything on your own. But I'm getting this impression that someone here is feeling almost like crushed. I'm seeing like a can that's being crushed by just the weight of like adult life, for one thing. And I want you to know if that's the situation, and you've probably been feeling this way since about September. If you are feeling this way, things are changing, and they're changing quickly for you. You know that. You've got this Nine of Pentacles here, which is the minor arcana of the Empress. And that is someone who either owns their own business, or they are in charge of a lot. They could manage a business, or just someone who's just very independent, but it feels like kind of being crushed under the weight of the responsibility that comes with that level of independence. And it feels like you want to start talking to people about how, you know what, this isn't working well, and this isn't fair, and this situation isn't paying out the way that it needs to. And that's okay. You might be a little bit emotionally overwhelmed right now. And you may be dealing with a superior at work, or a parental figure, or even a romantic partner that you feel like you're not getting a lot of support from. And I don't think you're, okay, I don't like saying this to you, but I don't think that that person's going to change. I think you've been waiting to see if that situation would change, but I don't think it's necessarily going to. And I feel like you know that at this point. I think you're now saying to yourself, well, this is kind of the situation we're in, so I kind of need to make lemonade out of lemons here. And I feel like you do. I feel like there's a real change that happens for you here this month. By the end of January, Taurus, and here's your card here. I've got the Star card and this Hierophant card here. Star is Aquarius energy. The Hierophant is you, Taurus. And then I also have this Temperance energy out here with this Magician. A lot of major arcana just right there in a row. Fair. So I feel like for you, navigating the emotions of this situation, knowing that you can't change another person, you start implementing different habits into your own life. Changes to your workout routine, changes to your diet, changes to even just the way you get dressed in the morning or drive yourself to work, whatever it is you do. It feels like you're making these incremental changes that stack up big time by the end of the year. There's a commitment, a recommitment to yourself here, and there's a return of hope that happens for you, and it happens by the end of January. All right, so if you've been feeling a little overwhelmed, a little down, it's going to get better. It's going to be okay, buddy. Let's grab another deck here. This is the Vice Versa Tarot. It's super cool. It's printed on both sides. It feels like you're there's the Hierophant again. It feels like you know you're going to have to make this change because no one's going to do it for you. So either you can sit in like the mental imprisonment of this situation or this relationship, but it's not really going to make a change to this other person. So you're having to say to yourself, well, either I can stay here and make the best of the situation, because I don't think that I'm not saying that you want to leave this situation, but I don't see it being a great situation. And it feels like a workplace dynamic, or almost like I said, a parental dynamic, something like that. You're saying to yourself, I'm going to have to just change what I want to, make the changes in myself that I want to see. And I think you're spot on. I think you're right on. This is going to be a month for you here, Taurus, where you have friends coming back around. People who want to hang out with you again. You may have been feeling kind of like you didn't want to go out of the house, like you didn't want to leave. You may have been feeling depressed, like just wearing sweats around the house on the weekends and not really answering calls or text messages from friends or loved ones because you just didn't feel like you had it in you. I feel like that's going to shift by the end of this month. There's like a reacquaintance with friends and loved ones. You might even start entertaining the idea of new love again for those of you who are single. Now, some of you, I got to tell you the truth, some of you are so good at whatever it is you do for a living, and it feels like you've been working for someone else for a while. I don't think that you make this change right away, Taurus, but for those of you who know that you could do a better job in your own business, I think this is the year when you start that ball rolling in order to like found your own business, your own company, doing whatever it is that you do best. And I love that. You do have love coming towards you this year, and it will be a relationship of significance, but I don't think you're going to meet this person until summertime, possibly end of July. I think, fair enough, I've got that Nine of Pentacles again. That's that minor arcana of the Empress out here with this Queen of Swords. I think it's possible, Taurus, that you may have words with whoever this employer is. And I feel like I'm watching somebody pointing out to someone, like, the things that you're doing don't make sense because of A, B, C, and D. We need this to look a certain way, and you're not doing this. And I feel like I'm always picking up the slack for you. I feel like you're saying this to someone who's like a superior to you. And it's like, once that's out and once it's like in concrete form, like right in front of someone in like black and white on paper, it's like they can't deny it. And it does cause even more conflict, you know? And that may be the time when you're like, you know, I think I maybe need to start working for myself, investing in myself, and investing in some kind of a business that I can grow on my own. I see someone who's very entrepreneurial here. And with that Empress energy coming out basically 3 times there, with that Nine of Pentacles out twice and the Empress card, it feels like you've finally seen what you need to see in yourself in order to feel confident in that choice. Good job. And also, you're so good looking, for sure. So back to this love situation. Like I said, I don't feel like love really comes towards you here, Taurus, until the summertime, for those of you who are single. But when that love comes, it's going to be a relationship of significance. You may feel very alone for a while, and I feel like you have for a while already, but I'm always telling people, look, some years are for love. Some years are for making money. Some years are for supporting your family or letting your family support you, one or the other. Some years are for, you know, creating companies and building upon the talents that you have. Not every year is a year where you're going to fall in love. It's just not. We have a certain number of soulmates that will find you. It's not a problem. They will find you. You will meet them, and you will have the relationships that you're meant to have. It feels like you do have a soulmate coming towards you, but it's not going to be until a little bit later on. That's what I'm seeing. All right, that was your reading for this week. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards for you, Taurus. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you all very much, and have a wonderful day. Mwah, to you all.